Okay, here's the original rational equation. And usually what you do when you want to solve a rational equation is make sure that every denominator is in factored form. So I factored x squared minus x minus 12 into x plus 3 times the quantity x minus 4. While I'm at it, I factored out this 2 from the binomial in the numerator, just in case something good happened. Turns out it doesn't. But here I want to focus on the fact that we've got a 4 minus x and an x minus 4. Those are very similar when we start thinking about finding the LCD of all the denominators. And over here, I've kind of given you the idea or a side trip on what to do when you see something like that. If you picture factoring out a minus 1 from both terms here, you've got minus 1 times the quantity minus 4 plus x. And then you can interchange the x and the minus 4, and you get the denominator that kind of looks like the other denominator. And that's true in all cases. When you have a binomial with a minus sign in the middle, if for some reason you want to change the order of these terms, then you can change the order but put a minus sign on here somewhere. It could be in the numerator, the denominator, or out front. These are just two examples. If I want to rewrite this 6 minus x as x minus 6, I interchange them but put a minus sign, in this case the numerator. So that's what I'm picturing here. I'm going to replace this 4 minus x with an x minus 4 with a minus sign out front, and this minus becomes a plus. Okay, so there we have the equation written in factored form. Now I'm going to clear the equation of fractions by multiplying every term by the LCD of all the denominators, which happens to be x plus 3 times x minus 4. I like to think about what x can't be before I start solving the equation. We can't have x be any value that turns the denominator to 0. So x cannot be negative 3. Otherwise, we would be dividing by 0 here or here. And x can't be 4 because we would be dividing by 0 here or here. So there's our list of answers we will not accept. When I multiply through by the LCD, when I multiply this LCD times this first fraction, both the x minus plus 3 and the x minus 4 cancels out. I'm just left with these factors in the numerator, which I went ahead and redistributed the 2 over the x minus 1. When I take this LCD times the first term on the right of the equal sign, the x plus 3's cancel out. So I have 2 times the quantity x minus 4 remains from this term. And when I take the LCD times this term, the x minus 4's cancel out, and I get 3 times the quantity x plus 3. Now it's a matter of removing parentheses, collecting similar terms, and getting the x's on one side of the equal sign and the constant terms on the other, and then dividing through by the coefficient of x. In this case, negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. So there's your answer. And it's not in our list of rejected values. So that should be the answer. Now you could plug negative 1 in for x in the original equation and check to see that it works, but I won't go through that right now. Okay, there you go. Hope that gave you an idea. And if you have any questions, post a comment.